What's up, hockey fans? Welcome to NHL Hat Trick Trivia. I'm putting hockey fans' knowledge to the test to see how well they know their favorite NHL teams and players.
There may even be a surprise or two. Here's how it works.
Each of our contestants will be asked up to 3 questions. The first scores them an NHL hat. The second scores them an NHL jersey. And the third, 2 tickets to any NHL regular season game next season. Get all 3 right, you guessed it, that's an NHL hat trick. But there's a catch. Get even 1 wrong, and they skate off with nothing. I'm your host, PK Subban, and this is NHL Hat Trick Trivia. Boom! Let the games begin. Our first guest on NHL Hat Trick Trivia is Rhonda McIntyre, a nurse in Boston, from Boston, working on the front lines during this pandemic and COVID-19. Rhonda, can you tell us about your experiences so far with this COVID-19?
It's very stressful. The kids are luckily getting through it a little better than some of the adults, but everybody's stressed. The parents are stressed. The kids are stressed. Wearing a mask 8 hours a day is stressful. It's just, the whole thing is stressful.
You know what? It's a stressful time for everyone, but we appreciate all that you do. And listen, but you're on the show to have some fun. We're here to play some trivia.
Okay.
And we're having some fun. We have a surprise for you. You're a big Bruins fan. Please welcome to the show, Patrice Bergeron.
Oh my God.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I just want to say on behalf of me and my whole family, we thank you so much for everything that you do. I know it's uncertain times for everyone, but even more so for you, people like you on the front lines. So we truly appreciate it, and thank you so much for keeping us safe.
Our pleasure.
All right, Rhonda. Well, listen, we brought Patrice on to give you some help. He's going to fire some questions at you. Hopefully he can help you win a couple prizes. You ready to play trivia?
Yep.
All right, Patrice, let's go. Let's start with question number 1.
All right, question number 1. True or false? The Boston Bruins are the only NHL team that I've played for.
True.
Correct. Correct. Great answer. All right, you won yourself a baseball cap. Let's go to question number 2, Patrice.
What year did my teammates and I win the Stanley Cup against the Canucks?
It was the 2010-2011 season.
I think we'll give that one to her. I like that answer. All right, we'll take it. You won yourself a jersey. Now, listen, Rhonda, this is where things get a little sticky, all right? Question number 3 is up for grabs. 2 tickets to any NHL regular season game next year. If you complete the hat trick and get the question right, you get the hat, the jersey, the 2 tickets, you get everything. But if you get it incorrect, you leave with nothing. So it's your choice. Do you want to go for the NHL hat trick?
Absolutely.
All right, Patrice, let's go for it.
I like it, Rhonda. Go big or go home, right?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, question number 3. How many times have I won the Frank J. Selke Trophy?
Oh, no, it's either 3 or 4. 3.
I'm sorry, Rhonda. I'm sorry. That's a great answer. You were so close. The correct answer is 4.
Oh, I knew.
4 times that he won the Frank J. Selke Trophy.
Oh,
So, Rhonda,
wow.
we really appreciate everything that you're doing in Boston for all the fans and for all the people there as a nurse on the front lines. Thank you for playing NHL Hat Trick Trivia.
Thank you.
Sorry,
All right,
Rhonda.
thanks for
Thank you
joining
so
the show.
much.
Thanks for everything you guys are doing too.
Next up on the show, we have contestant Catherine Cooper, who's a huge Philadelphia Flyers fan. Catherine, you ready to get into some questions, play some trivia?
I'm ready.
All right, let's start off from the top. True or false, the Philadelphia Flyers are the only NHL team based in the state of Pennsylvania?
False.
Correct. You won yourself a hat. Let's move on to question number 2 and get you a jersey here. The line centered by Eric Lindros in the mid-1990s was known by what nickname?
Oh,
Give it your best shot, Catherine.
The hammer line.
I'm sorry, Catherine. That was a tough one. That's incorrect. The correct answer is the Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing NHL Trivia. Catherine, you have yourself a good day.
All right. Thanks.
Next up on the show, we have Greg Hoffman, who's currently in Smashville, aka Nashville. Greg, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just riding it out here in Nashville. We got beautiful weather here today. So I'm going to go outside after this and take a walk, try and get out of the house for a little bit. How are you holding up?
I'm doing well, man. So, Greg, hold on. My favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of all time is Slapshot. You got some family ties to the movie?
Yeah, so Steve Carlson, who played one of the brothers in Slapshot, one of the Hanson brothers, he was the coach of an old CHL team in Memphis called the River Kings. In like 1992, I was 10 years old, playing hockey in Memphis, Tennessee, and he would run our practices like once a week. And he was the man. He was super cool with all the kids. He gave us a lot of his time, and it was a really neat experience having him coach us as kids.
He is the man. All right, dude, ready to play some hat trick trivia?
Let's do it.
All right, okay. So the questions that I got for you today are about hockey movies.
Oh, boy. Okay.
All right?
Bring it on.
Up and down. Here we go. First question. What is the name of the 1992 Disney film that also later became the name of an NHL franchise?
Mighty Ducks, Gordon Bombay.
Boom, you got the first one. All right, second one. Here we go. Second question. In the 1977 movie Slapshot, what did the Hanson brothers do before every game?
They played with their toy cars, their remote control cars, at the racetrack. Or they taped up foil to their knuckles.
Correct. I'll give you that one. You got it. Okay, so you got the first question. You got the baseball cap. You got the jersey. You saved yourself for the second one.
Oh,
Third
man.
questions for all the marbles, or you walk away with nothing. You get this question correct, 2 tickets to any NHL regular season game next year. Incorrect, you're in Smashville with empty pockets. No jersey, no tickets, no cap. You want to go for it? You want to go for the NHL hat trick or what?
I don't think I want to go for it. I think I want to bank the jersey, but I got to know what movie was the third question about.
I can't tell you that. You got to go for it or not. What's your choice, Greg?
I'm going to bank it. I'm not going to risk it.
I respect that. Hey,
Yep.
Listen, man, you got yourself a hat. You got yourself a jersey. Congratulations. I love Nashville. Go Predators, right?
Nashville loves you, PK, and go Devils, too. We miss you, man.
Stay tuned. Coming up after the break, we'll have a special appearance by NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman. I'm so excited to introduce our next contestant on NHL Hat Trick Trivia, Chris Best. Chris Best, who is a huge, huge New Jersey Devils fan, also an officer in Princeton, New Jersey during this COVID-19, working on the front lines. Shout out to you, Chris. Can you tell us a little bit about your experiences working during this time?
Thanks, PK. Yeah, it's crazy to be doing this right now. I'm used to, a lot of people out on the streets, a lot of calls, and it's been a little different, to say the least. Things have been slow, not that many people out on the streets, but that's a good thing because everybody's staying home, staying safe, and doing what they should be doing.
Well, on behalf of the NHL, we all appreciate everything that you do, especially living in New Jersey myself. But I have to tell you, Chris, I know you know a whole lot about commissioners. So we're going to bring on some help for you, bringing on NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman. Please welcome our commissioner to the show.
Chris, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir. Thank you.
I cannot thank you enough for all you and the other first responders, particularly healthcare providers, are doing at this crazy time. And I wish you and everybody you work with and everyone in the field nothing but safety and health.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
All right. Welcome, Mr. Bettman. So let's get to some trivia, Chris. You ready to start some trivia?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, Gary has the unbelievable honor every year of giving out the Stanley Cup to the Stanley Cup champions. So we're going to have Gary ask you questions about himself handing out the Stanley Cup. You ready?
All right. Let's do it.
All right, Mr. Bettman, let's start with question number 1.
Thank you, PK. Question number 1. Which was the last team that I presented the Stanley Cup?
That will be the Washington Capitals and Mr. Alex Ovechkin as the captain.
Unfortunately, Chris, that's incorrect. I'm sorry. The correct answer is the St. Louis Blues. But Chris, hold on. I'm going to tell you this. I do a lot of work for police officers, and at the NHL, we all appreciate everything that you do. So we're going to definitely send you some parting gifts. I'm going to personally sign you a New Jersey Devils PK Subban jersey. I know you're a big fan, so we're going to send
thanks.
How's that sound?
Sounds good. Thanks, bro.
All right, well, keep up the great work, Chris. We appreciate you. Thanks for playing NHL Hat Trick Trivia, man.
Thanks, man. Bye.
All right, thanks, Mr. Bettman.
My game show career is rather short.
Our next contestant up on NHL Hat Trick Trivia is Kirsten Cordy, huge Columbus Blue Jackets fan. Kirsten, we're going to test your knowledge of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Are you ready to play NHL Hat Trick Trivia?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's go. Let's start with question number 1. What team did the Blue Jackets sweep in the 2019 first round to earn their first ever series win?
The Tampa Bay Lightning.
Correct. All right, you got the cap. Let's try for a jersey. Question number 2. Who is the only player the Blue Jackets selected with the first overall pick in the NHL draft?
Rick Nash.
Correct. That's 2 right. You got the cap, you got the jersey. Okay, now Kirsten, we're going for question number 3 to complete the NHL hat trick. You got to understand, you get this correct, this answer incorrect, or this question incorrect rather, you walk home with nothing. You get it correct, you get the cap, the jersey, and 2 tickets to any NHL regular season game next year. Ball's in your court. What do you want to do?
The worst case scenario is the only thing I walk away with is a fun time, so I'm going to go for it.
I like it. Okay, let's go for it. Question number 3. Who served as Blue Jackets captain in their first 2 seasons in the NHL? This is a tough one.
Lyle is his first name. Odeline?
Boom! That's the NHL hat trick. Congratulations, Kirsten. You've won yourself a cap, a jersey, and 2 tickets to any NHL regular season game next season. Congratulations. I'm sure this is going to make your day super special. I'm so happy for you. Thanks for playing NHL Hat Trick Trivia. And lastly, congrats again.
Thank you so much.
Currently in Toronto, our next contestant, Lucas Heslip, who's a huge Toronto Maple Leafs fan, also a fan of Matt Sundin, one of my old childhood favorites. Lucas, you're a collector. What do you collect, man?
Yes, as you can tell a little bit, I collect jerseys. I started, I guess my dad got me jerseys when I was younger, but once I turned around 16 or 17 and got my own credit card, I ended up using it not the best way, but it started a collection, and I've been adding on to it ever since.
That's awesome, man. Well, listen, you know I played in Nashville for 3 years. During my time there, I developed quite a passion for country music. And before we get into these questions, we have someone that's going to come on and help you through this trivia. Personally, a favorite of mine, country music singer, Chase Rice. Chase, welcome to the show. Huge week for you this week. Big announcement. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, man, May 15th, I got the album part 2 coming out. I don't know when the album's all going to come together. I put out part 1 a few months back. And that's done insanely well. The album part 2 is coming out May 15th. And Lucas, if you're not, I don't know how big of a country music fan you are, but if you've never been to Boots and Hearts, make sure you get to Boots and Hearts. It's the biggest party in Canada. It's one of my favorite festivals to go to, period.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list. I've been planning on going for a while. Haven't made it yet, but hopefully soon.
Biggest party in Canada. Don't miss it.
Sounds good. Chase, listen, congratulations and good luck with that. Lucas, we're going to ask you some questions related to Chase. We're going to have Chase ask you those questions. Hopefully we can get you some prizes, man. You ready to play NHL Hat Trick Trivia?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
All right, Chase. Let's start with question number 1. Let's go.
All right, question number 1. In my song, Eyes on You, I mentioned a big Montana sky. True or false? There are currently no NHL players that were born under the big Montana sky.
I'm going to go with false.
I'm sorry, Lucas. That's incorrect. The correct answer is true. Thank you for playing NHL Hat Trick Trivia, man. Listen, Chase, good luck with the album. Dropping May 15th. You guys heard it. Good luck with all that. And both of you, thank you for participating in NHL Hat Trick Trivia, guys. Last week, we included a question that mentioned that Yari Curry had played with Wayne Gretzky in New York for the Rangers. Obviously, we were incorrect. So we reached out to contestant Emma Monroe and made things right. Gifted her a cap, a jersey, and 2 tickets to a game next season. Congratulations, Emma, and thanks for being on the show. Coming up, NHL referee Wes McCauley will join us on NHL Hat Trick Trivia. Moving on to our next contestant, Dan Fabrizi, who's currently in Florida. Huge fan of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Favorite player is Sidney Crosby. Dan, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, PK. Thanks for having me. Hey, before we get started, I have a little gift from Penguins Nation to you. It may ring a bell from 2017.
Oh, come on.
A little bit. We heard you might have a little bad breath.
I love it, Dan. Bringing a little juice to the show.
Yes, sir.
Let's try to get you some prizes, all right?
All right.
All right, let's start with the first question. In what year was Sidney Crosby drafted first overall?
2005.
Correct. All right, you got the cap. Let's move on to question number 2. The Penguins have selected 3 players with the #1 overall pick. Name 2 of the 3 players.
That would be Sidney Crosby and Mario Lemieux.
Correct. Okay, so Dan, listen, you're doing quite well. You're confident. You're feeling good. I like it. Going into question number 3, if you choose to take your shot, you could take the cap, the jersey, and 2 tickets to any NHL regular season game home next year. If you are incorrect, though, Dan, you walk away with nothing but that Listerine bottle that you have beside you. So, you going to take your shot or what?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, let's go for it. During the 1975-76 season, who was the first Penguins player to reach 100 points in one season?
100 points in a season. I don't know.
It's a tough one.
It is. 75. Just random guess. I'm going to Andy Bathgate.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer is Pierre LaRouche. Thanks for playing NHL Hat Trick Trivia, Dan. You're a good man. Have a good day.
Thanks, BK. Take care, man.
Our next contestant, or contestants rather, on NHL Hat Trick Trivia, we have Lisa and Jeff Boucher. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hi, PK.
How are you?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
You guys are huge NHL fans, but you guys are also on a mission. Can you tell me about this mission that you guys are on?
Well, it's more me. He thinks I'm a little crazy.
Well, tell us about it. What's this mission all about?
He likes the ride. So my bucket list, I've decided to put on my arm for every NHL rink we go to. They go here.
Yeah. What's up with the tattoos? Tell me about the tattoos. Those are cool.
They're all the rinks that we've been to. So
Come on. Every single one.
I'm missing one. I've gone to the Bell Center multiple times.
Wow.
But I'm not that committed yet.
Okay, guys, we're going to ask you guys questions about NHL arenas. Now, before we get into the questions, rules of the game says that only one of you can answer the questions. So who's going to answer the questions? Lisa, you or Jeff?
Whatever. You can answer them.
I'll answer them.
Okay, Lisa will answer. All right. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. First question. The Maple Leafs mascot, Carlton the Bear, is named after the address of the franchise former arena. What was the name of this arena?
The ACC Center?
I'm sorry, Lisa, that's incorrect. Jeff, what would your answer have been? Just curious.
I was thinking Maple Leaf Gardens.
Yeah, and you would have guessed correct. Listen, guys, I'm really sorry. Unfortunately, you won't win NHL Hat Trick Trivia, but we will have some good parting gifts for you guys for participating. I wish you nothing but the best of luck for your mission. Continue, keep it going. Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye now. Moving on to our next contestant on NHL Hat Trick Trivia, we got Curtis Parker in Toronto. Curtis, we got some history, man. Hockey store, Southern Etobicoke, Kipling, Dixon. Can you explain that? I mean, I grew up in Rexdale. What's the history between you and I, man?
Well, I used to work at a little store called Duke's Source for Sports, and from what I understand, you and your brothers used to get your equipment there.
Secondhand, brand new. We used to get it all at Duke's. Love that store. But thanks for coming on to play some NHL Hat Trick Trivia. You ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna get you 3 questions here. They're about rules of the game, but before we go into the questions, I'm gonna bring on someone to help you with the rules of the game. Longtime serving NHL referee, Wes McCauley. Welcome, Wes, to the show.
Hey, PK, how you doing? Hey, Curtis.
What's going on, Wes? What's going on?
Nothing much, you know. I'm from Georgetown, so it's really not that far. You know, we got a lot in common. 3 Ontario guys here right now, right? So can't beat it.
I like it. All right, let's get into some questions. We're going to have Wes ask you the questions, the rules of the game. Wes, you ready to get going?
I'm ready. Are you ready, Curtis? Have you ever refereed?
I have never refereed, but let's do it anyways.
Okay. You probably refereed watching the game, so that's all right.
Exactly.
All right. Question number 1. How many minutes are assessed on a minor penalty?
Oh. I'm going to go 2 minutes.
Correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
I like it.
Watch enough hockey.
Okay, that's good. That's something PK takes a lot of those penalties. We won't go into the embellishment ones.
Let's go to question number 2, Wes.
Okay, Curtis, this is a little different one. It's a video question. All right? So when you're watching it, I want you to pay attention. What penalty, if any, do I assess PK on this play? Now give him a little bit of a break. He works real hard to get back into the play.
Now ahead of the pack. Here's Atkinson again.
So the question again, what penalty, if any, do I assess PK? A, minor penalty for slashing. B, award a penalty shot to the Columbus player. Or C, no penalty at all.
That looked like a breakaway, so I'm going to have to go with B, award a penalty shot.
All right, Curtis, let's look at the clip.
Now ahead of the pack. Here's Atkinson again. Draws a penalty. Follow-up shot wide. And it will be a penalty shot.
I think you referee, you know more about the rules.
Hey.
Bang!
I told you, I watch enough hockey.
Here we go.
Hey, congratulations, Curtis. That's 2 questions, but hold on. Before we get into the 3rd question here, Wes, I gotta lay down the law here and let him know his options. All right, you get this question correct, Curtis. You get the cap, the jersey, and 2 tickets to any NHL regular season game next year. If you get it incorrect, it's a game misconduct, AKA is known as you walk away with absolutely nothing, and NHL Hat Trick Trivia is over for you. So make your choice. Do you want to go for it all or not?
You know what? Let's do it. Let's go for it all.
I like it. Wes, it's on you. Let's go. Take it away.
Well, listen, I got confidence in you, Curtis. Let's get this. Okay, so a player is in on a breakaway. As he enters the attacking zone, the goalkeeper deliberately dislodges the goal. What is the call?
Oh, no. This is a good one. You know what? I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to go with something. Is it delay a game?
I'm sorry, Curtis. That's incorrect. So close, man. The answer is a goal shall be awarded. Thanks for playing NHL Hat Trick Trivia. I'm sure I'll see you around Toronto. If not, I'm sure you'll see my family. Wes, always a pleasure seeing you, man. Thanks for coming on, both of you guys. Thanks for playing NHL Hat Trick Trivia. Bye.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Would you like to be a contestant on NHL Hat Trick Trivia hosted by PK Subban? Visit NHL.com/Hat Trick Trivia for more information.
So, Congratulations to Greg, and congratulations to our hat trick winner, Kirsten. That's all we got time for today. Join us next week on another edition of NHL Hat Trick Trivia.